Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing a Kha'Zix game, which is the new champion, as you might very well know. So Treeline has a new picture. We have a Kha'Zix on both teams. We are going to go with this guy, because this is the best one. Yeah, I already know that, of course. It has nothing to do with the fact that he sent the video. No. Oh wow, it actually stuck there for once. So yeah, we are here with, well, all three of the new champions, Rengar, Syndra and Kha'Zix. So Kha'Zix, so far, what I've seen from him, well, I haven't seen a lot from him, but what I've seen from him is that he's pretty weak. He can probably be really strong if you play him exactly correctly, but I just haven't seen anyone do that yet. So I'm going to pause the game for a moment, discuss the skills, and then we'll go into the game. So if you don't like that, just fast forward until, well, we're out of this screen, and then we, then the game will continue. So anyway, first of all, the innate ability. When he's not visible to the enemy team, so that's when he's in a bush with no ward there or something like that, or when he becomes invisible, because he can actually become invisible, he gains unseen threats, causing his next basic attack against an enemy champion to deal additional bonus damage and slow. Well, that's awesome. So, an additional slow when coming from, or when running through a bush, that is of course awesome. As well as extra damage. I don't know how long this lasts though. So if I run through a bush now, will I have it available even when I hit someone in 2 minutes time, or will it have a timer on it? That's not explained in the tooltip, so we'll have to see that. So the Taste Their Fear, his Q, has a passive and an active part. The passive marks enemies when isolated from nearby allies. Okay. That's cool. I don't know what it means. It doesn't really do anything, it seems, except put a mark on them. Then deals 100 physical damage. If the target is isolated, the amount is increased to 100 plus 44. So that's what, 50% more? Well, 40% more, probably. Yeah, that's awesome. It doesn't really do anything except increase your damage. So increase the, well, if you evolve them, which is your ultimate, if you evolve them, increases damage to isolated enemies by 12% of their missing health, which is awesome, because damage based on a percentage is always awesome. Increase the range of Taste Their Fear and Kha'Zix's basic attack by 50. Wow, that is actually great. So it doesn't say it has a range, but apparently it does have a range. So, yeah, okay, whatever. There are just too many things missing in these tooltips to really make an assumption or make an assessment out of this. So I have to assume that there is a range, and also I have to assume here that there is a timer on it. Anyway, Void Spike then fires exploding spikes, dealing 75 physical damage to all nearby enemies. Heals him for 40 when within the explosion radius, but the explosion radius is probably not very big. So once again, it doesn't say how big the explosion radius is, so we're just going to have to guess that for now. Then Evolved Spike Rex. Whatever. Void Spike fires 3 spikes in a cone, consumes unseen threat to slow and damage all enemies struck. Okay, cool. So it basically becomes a basic attack. Well, it's in that it actually consumes unseen threat. So I have to assume from this that it normally doesn't consume the unseen threat. Only when you evolve it. Then Leap. Leaps to target area. Area, so not champion. Area. That means you can use it to escape. Dealing 65 physical damage. Blah blah. Increase Leap's range on champion killer assist. Leaves cooldown resets. Yeah, that's kind of like the Tristana thingy. Normally, you wouldn't want this. I mean, you can have that. Well, I wouldn't need this one either. The cone, yeah, who cares? The Q is pretty good, the upgrade on that. So then his ultimate, as a passive and an active part, ranking up a Void Assault allows Kha'Zix to evolve one of his abilities. We already knew that, but still nice of you to mention that. Then the active Stealth for 1 second activates unseen threats and increases Kha'Zix's movement speed by 40%. My problem here is it says it activates unseen threat, but it doesn't actually say what happens if you do this inside of an Oracle's range or inside of a Pink Ward. Does it still activate unseen threat? Because that would be, well, would be wrong. But anyway, it increases Kha'Zix's movement speed by 40%. Void Assault can be cast a second time within 10 seconds, so yeah, you can stealth twice. You can also increase your movement speed twice, which I don't know if that becomes 80% then. But maybe, well, because it doesn't say how long it lasts. Anyway, evolved, it becomes a Void Assault can be cast 3 times. Kha'Zix gains 40% reduced damage while in stealth. Yeah, it's not great. The third time might be useful, but it's not great. And then the 40% reduced damage while in stealth. Well, most champions can't hit you when in stealth. So if you go up against a lot of AoE damage, sure, you want that. But otherwise, doesn't seem like a very big bonus. Then again, only the Q bonus is pretty decent. The rest of the bonuses are only, well, more not really great. I guess the least bonus would be this one. Fires 3 spikes in a cone, and then you can slow and damage if you have unseen threats on someone. But that doesn't seem like a good thing. So it seems we have a disconnect here and a disconnect here. Awesome. So at least it's fair. So Tryndamere seems to be AFK indeed, or well, disconnected, whatever. And yeah, that at least makes it well, makes it fair. So yeah, the Pantheon versus Kha'Zix. I obviously have no clue who's going to win that, and apparently neither does Kha'Zix himself. It's a him, right? I don't know. But it doesn't seem like he's confident enough to go in there, take some damage, even though he does have a heal. Hang on, let me select him. Well, he does have that additional damage, and wow, he takes a lot of damage from this. And yeah, this is what we, or what I've seen so far from him. He just takes a lot of damage from everything, and he doesn't seem to be able to deal as much damage himself. He's going to just attempt to, well, do his thing. I hope they're on Skype here, because he didn't put anything in the. Oh no, hang on. Never mind. We only see. Yeah, we only see the old chat. So apparently there was no Miss Cold. And oh, there is a reconnect on one of them, and that is the Tryndamere. So that means that they're now going to have to fight 2 versus 3. They can still pull it off because of this early disconnect, and yeah, with a later disconnect, it becomes harder and harder to come back, because you basically don't get enough gold from your minions. You don't get ahead in farm and such. Oh, come on, run! Wow, that was a really, yeah, insane way to get into the lane, because there was no way he was going to get anything out of that. And he still went in and got killed. Well, almost got killed, but got tagged up for 70% of his health, and that of course is no good. So it seems that yeah, Syndra is still alive. She's Syndra, right? Oh man, yeah. So Syndra is still alive, but yeah, Kha'Zix unfortunately dies there. Masked Magician 4. Yeah, if you can't get the name, don't put a number like 4 behind it, because that is just insane. Is he going to pick up the kill? Yes, he is going to pick up the kill. So yeah, both of them are at 0-1. And oh, this guy's still not really reconnecting. That's now he's fully reconnecting, or actually reconnecting. He does buy a gold item, the Everest Blade. Yeah, the Everest Blade, not a great item when you're behind. Well, any of the gold items not good when you're behind, because the stats you get for your gold are actually really low. So you actually get only a very small amount of extra stats from those gold items. Of course, it seems like a good plan to do that, but you invest 13 minutes worth of gold into that gold item. So he bought it for 750 and he just earned 15 gold from it. So you still lose a lot of gold from that, and especially because, well, you invest basically 400 gold in the ability to gain gold, because you get stats worth about 350. Especially from the average blade, you don't get anything. But hey, so another 2 versus 1 gank in top lane, and they're going to have to do very well to come back from this, because they're currently behind 3-1, and yeah, that's just going to be very hard to come back from. So there is a Tear of the Goddess here on Syndra now, which is a good item on her. She spams quite a lot of spells, she needs a lot of mana. Problem is that, well, it takes a long time to stack that up, and you don't get any other stats than mana from it. So you don't get defensive stats, offensive stats, you don't get anything from it until much later. So anyway, we're just farming up, and fortunately for Kha'Zix here, he's up against Tryndamere, who was disconnected, so he's a level behind. He was 2 levels behind, he's now 1 level behind, and now he's 2 levels behind again. But with the ultimate up, come on, you need to be able to kill him with the ultimate. And the evolution went down on... I can't see it. I'm assuming a leap, because he has wings, and, well, it says evolved wings. So I'm assuming that the leap was the first skill of choice here. I might be completely wrong about that, but it looks pretty cool. I do think that his character model is very cool. Finally something creative coming out. So it seems that he wanted to, or this guy didn't want to surrender. And there we go, getting the move here on oh wow, on enemy Syndra, but she is going to get out. Oh, Kha'Zix, sorry. Getting the drop there on her, but not enough damage to actually kill her. And with the unseen, no, that's not it, Void Assault, it becomes virtually impossible to catch up, because, well, she gains extra movement speed, and, well, yeah. So anyhow, we are back in bottom lane here, going up against Tryndamere. Tryndamere is going to just push the lane. Yeah, and this is the advantage of League of Legends. You can just tank the minions. no problem. In Smite, if you do this, you just instantly die because the minions are so strong. So it seems that we are in a little bit of trouble throwing back that red buff. She could have actually better thrown it over there, because then the red buff would have well, regenerated its health entirely. And yeah, you shouldn't go up against people while they're doing the red buff. That's silly. But these globes don't actually give you, or the orbs don't actually give you vision. That's something I was wondering about. Yeah, I thought they wouldn't give you vision, but... So she's going to try to get her ultimate off. But it seems that is not going to happen. Come on! Come on! Kill them all! Oh man, this is so risky! But it is going to work out. They are going to grab one kill. And the other kills, no, they're gone. So this guy, yeah, he didn't have anything up that could actually help there. The only thing that could help was the ultimate. And apparently she did use that, but... So yeah, we're going to fast forward a little bit, because both of them are going to recall, and the enemies are not really doing anything either. So they can actually just pick up the dragon here, because at 2 versus 3, there's really nothing that the 2 can do to, well, to get out of, or to claim that dragon. A very nice kill there by the masked magician, but she is going to die for that. Yeah, it was close, but the ultimate was still up, so... No, not going to happen. No, that's not going to happen at all. Such a boring game. Dude, this is a more exciting game than you would normally get, because normally it's all about the farming. At least you get killed a few times now. Syndra is such a whiny little bitch. Sorry if it's one of your friends, dude, but... just a whiny little bitch at this moment. Not really appreciating the game for what it is. I mean, the game is very boring, League of Legends in general, because you play the same game over and over again. Just because she's behind, that's why she's complaining. She's 2 and 4, that's why she's complaining. So yeah, we are going to get a pretty decent amount of minions on these 2 champions. But eventually the enemies will get a similar amount. The Pantheon already at a similar amount of minions, and the other 2 just well, pretty far behind actually. So anyway, we got another kill on Kha'Zix here, and that means that this is a normal 2 versus 2, and yeah, that insane damage from Syndra coming out to just nuke down one champion, and yeah, getting actually a second kill here, and we have to get out. Oh, unfortunately not good enough. No? Okay, she's not going to be able to finish off that kill. Yeah, Syndra not able to get out, but Kha'Zix still alive. Well, both of the Kha'Zix still alive. Kha'Zixes? I don't know. Something. Both of them are still alive. Both Kha'Zix players keep their champions alive. Now, well, that should be perfect English, right? Anyhow, it doesn't even matter at all. So, yeah, the dragon attempt here by, yeah, by a very silly Tryndamere, because he didn't even clear the wards. There was no ward, but he didn't clear them either. So, little bit of a fight going off here. Oh, she did use her ultimate there, and it wasn't enough. Yeah, well, that's just the way it goes sometimes, I guess. Yeah, that was a lucky move on on our red team's part. Unfortunately, yeah, we do get a kill here on our Kha'Zix. 2 versus 1. Of course, she shouldn't stay in here. She's trying to outmaneuver them. And is she going to grab a kill? No, the other guy is tanking the turret. If Kha'Zix was tanking the turret, she would have gotten a kill there. So come on. Is she going to get a double? Come on. Yes, nicely done. That was very nicely played. Let's see how many stacks she has. 344. That's pretty decent. So the dragon goes down because there is no longer a ward on it, but plus they were both dead, so even if there was a ward on it, it doesn't matter. So we're going to walk through it a little bit quicker until there's a team fight, and then I'll put it to normal speed again. So yeah, coming in on her own, or on his own, sorry, the Kha'Zix. And that meant a 2 versus 1, and now we are in 2 versus 2, which is still not a bad situation to be in. And are we going to get a double kill here? Come on! Undying Rage going off. And no, it's just a single kill for now. Oh wow, she's... Wow, how did she not go, or he not go back? Okay, excellent. So an ace. And we are going to fast forward. So yeah, I don't care who you report, dude. But yeah, obviously there is no team play, because otherwise... Well, it wasn't actually... To be honest, it wasn't the Tryndamere making the mistake there. It was this guy making the mistake. Saint Judge. He ran in first against 2 opponents, so 1 versus 2. And yeah, almost got killed. And then had to run out, making the rest of the fight a 2 versus 2. And then... Well, because these champions outlevel the enemy champions. They're 13 and 14. These are 12, 12, and I don't know, 11. Yeah. So they outlevel the opponents, and therefore they have better damage. So a 2 versus 2 will always go in the red side's favor, assuming that they have all their skills up and such. But yeah, it was really this guy's mistake. He actually made it a 1 versus 2 into 2 versus 2, and that is just no good. So we're going to have to fight here, because yeah, there's really no way that Syndra will escape otherwise. And hello. Yeah. Did you see the mistake again? Okay. We'll rewind and we'll show the mistake. So, this was still a 2 versus 3. This guy, it was a 2 versus 3, and then this guy runs to his tower, which is excellent, because it makes him pretty much unkillable. Then this guy goes away, making it instead of a 1 versus 3 over here, making it a 1 versus 2. And, well, one of them, the Kha'Zix gets killed instantly, because, well, in a 1 versus 2, the stronger champion will win in the first engage, and that was that. So he got a kill on Kha'Zix. So Kha'Zix dies, and because this guy jumped away, yeah, there was really nothing that last guy, the Tryndamere, could do, because he was in a 1 versus 1 against a champion that was stronger. So, instead of blaming the Tryndamere here, he should really just point the finger at the actual guy that lost that fight, which in the first fight was the Kha'Zix. In the second fight, it was him. So Tryndamere so far has been playing okay. I mean, I'm not saying that he's a brilliant player or anything, or he has had some brilliant plays. I'm just saying that he wasn't the one that actually made the mistakes in those team fights. So flashing over the wall here to get into a 1 versus 2 fight. Another big mistake, of course. And Tryndamere is going to join the fight right now, but it's a 2 versus 1 now. It's going to be another 2 versus 2 if they come in. But no mana on these two, so they want to back out. Yeah. It is, it's kind of obvious what's going wrong here. But it's definitely not the mistake of Tryndamere. It is just two champions out-leveling the opponents, and then, yeah, the team fight's not, well, performed right. They're going to grab the dragon here, yep. Oh, a 2 versus 1, always nice to have those. Just following him around until his ultimate wears off. So yeah, this is excellent. Come on, go up. Yep, nicely done. Actually, getting him between the two champions, and yeah, there was really nothing they could do there. Nicely done. So pick up the dragon and push the lanes later. No, they're actually going for the bottom lane. Getting a free turret there. Well, they could have gotten a dragon and this turret, but the dragon is really worth way more than this. And oh, yeah, so another 2 versus 2. It's just that they're out of mana, because, well, the Kha'Zix is out of mana. The Syndra still has mana. But with the Kha'Zix out of mana, there's really no way they can engage. Otherwise, this would have been another double kill. Because this guy doesn't have an ultimate, I guess. No. Because he just used that in the previous fight and immediately came back in. Wow, yeah, that wasn't enough damage to kill her, apparently. Okay, risky, but it's going to work. But yeah, she could have just ran home, because this guy's home as well. So, was kind of, yeah, because this is such a small map, it takes 8 seconds to run from here to there. And now you know. Although, if you run back, it's not as big of a risk. So yeah, they hold off the push here on the bottom turret. Well, just a few minions pushing in. And are they going for the dragon now? I think they are. They should be. And yeah, unfortunately the enemies were there, but did see the ward coming down. Wow, lots of damage going down on both teams. And yeah, this time the 3. See, this is the first time they actually grouped up for the team fight. I'll show it again, but now on normal speed. Yeah, so here they see the ward going down, and that's why Tryndamere actually runs out. Well, someone saw it go down. Or they see the champions running in. They didn't see this ward. That's pretty bad. They should have seen that. Anyhow, now they are grouped up. All 3 of them. This one doesn't even have mana. This one is about half mana, and already used the ultimate. But that's not the problem. It's that now it's 3 versus 2. So we're going to get damage done by 3 champions against the 2 champions, and obviously the 2 champions will lose this. Well, they do get 1 kill at least, but they're going to lose the dragon. And as long as you group up like this, then you're really just going to get that. And even though Pantheon was completely out of mana, he still just did his damage, and that's exactly what he needed to do. So they're going to grab the turret here. Maybe the inhibitor? No. They're going to back off. So we're going to get a little bit of damage done on the minions, pushing them back. Then going to push these minions back. He is reconnected, really. No, not yet. Not yet. Well, from the items, that is. Oh, now he is actually back in the game. Buying this item is completely useless, because he's not going to get anything out of that. Unless, I don't know how expensive the item is. Well, actually, I can tell from this, it's actually really expensive. It's like 750. But yeah, it gives you 10 attack damage, which is not good. So yeah, returning at the 27-minute mark, that kind of means that you had to go eat or something like that. Oh, are we going to pick up the kills here? Yes, pick up 1 kill. This guy is dead as well. Because there's really no way that he's going to stay alive. And this guy is obviously going to die as well. Rengar actually getting a kill there. Wow, that is impressive. And the last guy gets out. So Void Staff on Syndra, Infinity Edge on Tryndamere, Infinity Edge on Pantheon. Wow, that is that's a lot of damage coming out all of a sudden on everyone. So yeah, this guy got 1 stack on that that item now, 1 trophy, and yeah, it's a pretty expensive item for someone who's going to die instantly. And there you go. So he loses that that 1 stack even. Ah man, I hope this Rengar isn't going to feed them, because they were ahead because they were with only 2. Uh-oh, sorry about that. That was my cat. It really was, just so we're clear on that. She also put down this, and she hit the plus key. It's incredible how well they can do that. So they can actually find all of the hotkeys on your game instantly. Well, on the other hand, they do have 4 paws to do that, so that makes it a little bit easier, of course. Come on, just tank the turret, just kill the turret.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
So yeah, the inhibitor goes down. The yeah, this turret might actually go down because it's 2 versus 1, and I don't think he has an ultimate. No, he doesn't have an ultimate. So they just tower dive him because, well, towers don't really do that much damage in the late game. And okay, yeah, let's come in 1 versus 2 because that is excellent. So Rengar just defending their base against the minions, and oh, he actually got killed. Hang on, why did he get killed? Is there an ignite on him? Oh, there's an ignite on him. Wow, that did a lot of damage then. Oh, okay, I did not see that Pantheon going all the way there. I did not expect the Pantheon to go all the way there, because he's going to lose about half his Nexus before he actually can get in here, and then, yeah, the minions are going to join in, and they're just going to kill the Nexus. Yeah, just attack the Nexus, dude. Just attack the Nexus. He's going to jump over the moment Pantheon gets out. Oh, okay, we're going back. Rengar is going to just, well, level up a little bit. There's nothing he can do. Yeah, he's just going to level up a little bit on the minions. I'm going to have to run out here because, well, this is super risky. Yeah, there you go. He does get killed instantly, but it's also an instant kill for Kha'Zix, and I guess that's a good trade. So at least an okay trade, because getting one champion more fed than anyone else is good. So yeah, bye bye. He instantly melted. He should have his ultimate, right? Yeah, he did have his ultimate. And there we go. Pantheon ulting in, but once again, yeah, ulting into a 1 versus 2, that's not going to work. And yeah, just finish it. There we go. So I wanted to have a look at hang on, I wanted to have a look at the chat because I think this Pantheon is still blaming here, lost 2 versus 3 by Pantheon. And that is not Pantheon, or sorry, Tryndamere. Sorry, Tryndamere has done only very limited amount wrong. Yeah. But yeah, well, it doesn't matter. They're going to get the victory here, and that is all that matters. So they even outlevel them in gold, which is pretty impressive. But yeah, if you subtract this 5,000 gold, because this guy was completely useless this game, so if you subtract that, they're actually still behind in gold. And yeah, Tryndamere really didn't do anything wrong. Well, he missed his ultimate a few times, he ran in a little too early a couple of times, but so did the other two. I mean, it was just... They lost that first team fight because of Kha'Zix, that second one because of Pantheon, and after that, these champions were so fat that they were just one-hitting everything. And really nothing you can do about it. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Victory! GG.